Number 3 is going to be a factoring problem. And we know, we don't factor until one side says it's equal to 0. Notice how my x cubed is positive. Keep it that way. So move the 4x and the 20 over. I get x cubed plus 5x squared minus 4x plus 20. I don't know. This might be one of our favorite methods to factor here. What's up, Elliot? What? Minus 20. Everyone relax. Is that where you're going to bust my chops on there, Elliot? Thanks. No GCF, 4 terms. It is grouping time. First parenthesis, take out an x squared. All the while I'm doing this in the back of my head, how many terms? How many terms? How many answers should I have? 3, right? Keep that in the back of your mind. What do I have here? X plus 5. Take out the 4. Also x plus 5. Keep grouping. X squared minus 4 in one parenthesis. X plus 5 in the other. That's only going to give me 2 answers. Why? X squared, GCF. Just keep feeding your face there. All right. X squared, yeah, I heard you. Thank you. X plus 2, X minus 2, and X plus 5, all equal to 0. And now there are my 3 answers. Negative 2, 2, and negative 5. Not mandatory to check, but hey, why not plug it in and see if both sides are equal to each other? Lumi, what's your deal?
I just wanted to say that this question repeats itself on question play too.
Just another repeat.
The same thing.
Yeah.
I'm human. I'm sorry. I can't be a machine every day. I'm sorry. I'm human once in a while. Sometimes blood does drip out and not oil.
Okay.
We need the apology.
All you're doing is calling me out there. I respect that, though. I respect that. Respect.
Yeah, like we need to address the rumors. You're canceled. We could cancel.
Question? Anything else here?
Thank you.
What? Okay, I do. Hey, here we go. I did not get a chance to go over an absolute value question yesterday, and it has been a while since we've done one. So there was 2 on here, I believe. So I want to go over number 12. Because as I watched you do your delta maths, there's a common mistake that's happening every time. Hi, Jenna. Sure. First step, you can't break it up into 2 equations until the absolute value is by itself. You can't break it up right now. It's got to be by itself, so you have to move that 4 over. So absolute value of 2a equals 20. Now, when the absolute value is by itself, go ahead and break it up. How do I break it up? As is without the absolute value, so just drop the absolute values. And the second equation, drop the absolute values, but negate the entire right side. And I get it. It's easy on this problem. I just throw a negative in front of 20. But what happens if you had this on Tuesday? And you're ready to write your second equation now. I don't know why. Until somebody eats me alive for that one. 2a equals, how would you negate the entire right side now?
Negative 3a minus 4.
You have to negate both, not just the sign in the middle. All right? So just be aware of that. And then, yeah, this is a pretty easy one to solve. 10 and negative 10. Is this one I have to check?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's review that. This is, this was day 2, so it's been a while. So let me check 10. In the original. Hey, where do I get those pairs of absolute values?
Alpha window.
Alpha window.
Window.
All right, we got it. Thank you. We don't need to celebrate it.
Wait, where is it?
2. I used X instead of A.
Oh.
We good, Ava?
Sorry,
Second
yeah.
window. Should just say ABS. Plus 4. And yes, I do get 24, and then you check negative 10, and I think we're good to go. I'm not warning you, I'm telling you. There's going to be problems where you have to reject an answer on Tuesday. So you might want to check. Other questions, comments, concerns? Hi, Nora.
Hello. 7. 7.
Go ahead. Yep, thank you. I wanted to mention this one too. Because this is another thing. Didn't drive me nuts. It was just a common thing that people didn't do while doing the delta math.
So it did drive me.
You're not doing, no, it didn't. It's a common mistake. It's fine, but I want it fixed by Tuesday because it will drive me nuts. We don't deal with this. Yeah, I get it. Oh, I see an X. Let's take out an X. Maybe some of you want to take out a negative X. Great. But don't do it until it's in order. That's what's messed with some of your minds on the delta math. You take out, like, say, a negative X, and you're like, what do I do with what's left in the parenthesis? Just like that, Tomer. I heard you too. All right? Same voice. So reorder them. Reorder them. Yes, Libby?
So you just said it equal to 0, right? 'Cause, like,
Yep.
That's what confused me.
That's what roots means. When's it equal to 0?
Yeah.
So 0 equals rearrange. And when I say rearrange, highest exponent to lowest. Negative x cubed minus x squared plus 6x. Good deal, Nora?
Yeah.
Now, look for a GCF. I know they have an x, but I'm not a big fan of that leading term being negative. So take out a negative x. And look what's left. X squared plus x minus 6. In the order you like it. You know, we start moving things around, you're not going to like the looks of that. Maybe you don't know what to do. So I factor again. Two numbers that multiply to negative 6 and add to 1.
3 negative 2.
Plus 3 minus 2. How many answers, by the way, should we have?
3.
3. Where do I see 2 here. X equals negative 3 and x equals positive 2.
It's the negative.
Yes. I took out a variable. Divide by negative 1. X also equals 0. Reorder the thing before you start. Whew. That was enough for me. Anything else we want to cover? Again, Nora?
No, no.
You can if you want. I don't mind you, so you can ask 2 questions.
No, Ava asked basically.
Okay. Anything else? Sarah?
Can we do a log question?
What do you like? It starts out as a log, and you have to rewrite it as an exponent? Well, you're asking the question. I want to make sure I'm doing the right problem and not wasting time. There's 2 types. When you say log, there's 2 types. One that starts out with the word log, and one where we change an exponent and bring down the exponent and log both sides. I don't know, did we? I don't know between my 2 classes what I've done. 19 is when you would take the log of both sides, if that's what you're looking for. Yes? Or like 20. Are you talking like 20 where it has the word log? Do 20. Okay. Number 1, Sarah and everybody else, let's make sure it's by itself. So if you have to divide out, add anything over, make sure the log's by itself before we do any magic. The magic we do is we turn it into an exponent. What's the base here? 5x minus 1. What's it raised to? The 1/3 equals 4. And I will say, you guys have been doing a pretty darn good job this unit. And maybe it's the no pressure of the regents and you guys turned it on. It's been pretty good. But I will say this is one part where you guys freak out. Whoa, what do I do here? All right, when I see the 1/3, well, what do I do here? Get rid of it. You know how to get rid of an exponent. How? As long as it's not a variable, raise it to its reciprocal. So raise it to the 3rd, both sides. That's how you get rid of an exponent as long as it's not a variable. 5x minus 1 equals, I think that's 64. And you're on your way. Sarah, is this one I'm going to have to check? Yes, because it started out with a log. Correct. And you just go back to alpha window and you can type in 5x minus 1 in for the base. And see if it equals 1/3 or 0.3 repeating. You all right now, Sarah? Yes, Libby.
Wait, can you go over 17?
What's your deal with 17?
Just like I was wondering when you do like you're trying to get it smaller, right? Like because you're trying to get it equal to
The same base.
Same base.
Correct.
So do you like I know all the steps after that, so you're trying to get it smaller, right?
Smaller. Always go smaller. Correct. So, and then when I say smaller, we're thinking 2, 3, or 4. You shouldn't be going higher than that.
Okay, so like 2 to the.
So 2, usually 2's at, yep, 2 to the 4th and 2 to the 5th. But now that's only for the 16 and the 32. You still have to raise it to its original exponents.
Yeah, I get that.
Correct. You can't, this isn't a problem where you can take them down and log both sides because that's only for when the variable is in one side. Okay, when they're on both sides, I got to change the base. Hi, Nora.
Hi, is 11 no solution?
Yes, it is. Sorry. It happens. It happens. Anything else? So, nope. Here's my plan. Monday, I'm going to give you some fresh problems. All right, and we're going to do something with the problems. It involves a game that I usually play. All right, so I'm not going to say anything more about it, but I'm not going to use problems from the review sheet because I know many of you are just outstanding to this. No joking, no sarcasm. You guys have been awesome with this and probably are be finished by Monday with all these. So I'll give you a couple fresh problems on Monday to do that's involved with the game. Ava, what's your question?
You go over 15.
All right, what's the problem with 15? You got to talk to me here so I can help you.
Problem.
Okay. There'll be 3 of them on there Tuesday.
I know, and I don't.
Okay, well, I'm working with Ava on this one. You have basically 3 choices here today. 3. You finish the review, check your answers on Classroom. I'm staring at people right now in this class that still owe stuff that are due by Tuesday. Why don't we get that done? Or, and if you have all that stuff done, yes, you can work on other classwork. But if the review or Delta Math / classwork isn't done, you got work to do. All right? All right, ready, Ava? To the nearest minute, how long will it take the coffee to be safe to drink? So I know I'm solving for T. That's my go-to on word problems. What do you need?
Oh, I just have to know. Actually, come after you're scared.
What do you need?
No, just ask me after you're done.
Just go if it's.
I need you to check some things.
Okay, I will be right back then. All right. So I know I got to. So the first thing I always figure out is what variable am I solving for? Because if you're going to tell me to solve for T, I got to plug in for everything else. T can be the only thing not plugged in for. Good. So I'm going to plug in E, and they tell me K right here. So that's nothing. I just negative 0.05 T. All good? All right, so let's keep going here. I got this F of S, and I look through here. F of S is the surrounding temperature of the temperature surrounding the coffee. The coffee is 195 degrees. The room temperature is at 68. So that tells me room temperature around the coffee, 68 degrees. We good so far? So 68, and I'm going to plug that 68 again in here because. All right, this is where I get rattled. Plus F is 0, the initial temperature of the object. What's the initial temperature of the coffee? 195. We already found out that was 68 F of S. I don't plug in for E because that's a number. Now on this side is usually where we want it to be. All right, and it says coffee is safe to drink when it's at 120 degrees. So we're finding, ready? We're finding the time when it's at 120.
But why don't
Go ahead.
Because wouldn't you divide by 68?
No.
No.
It's okay.
Subtract.
Yeah, ready? Yeah, you would divide by 68 if I get rid of that addition sign, because now it's being multiplied, right? But since it's being added, subtract it over,
Oh,
and then get rid of whatever this comes out to be here.
okay.
So you can get the E all by itself before you take logs.
Oh. That's what I was doing wrong.
All good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem, Ava. No problem. All right, Alexa, what do you got?
Just don't mind that whole scribble.
Word problem day.
Yeah.
We're going to be ready for the word problems on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you got to show me? No, that was the old review, but I want you guys to do this review.
Okay, then.
Nope.
So I think for myself,
All right. Where's the confidence level at for Tuesday?
Solid. Like a 81.
Can you,